Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Bubbles. This was created by Williams in 1982, or more specifically, John Kotlarick and Python Angelo. Yeah, that's his real name. But this is a really weird game, and it came in a strange Dura mold cabinet there. It's kind of rare compared to the original cabinet that we just saw a little bit ago. But I remember this in the arcades. I didn't think it was that great. It's somehow included on a number of Williams Classics type collections. Yeah, I was not a big fan of this. But it's a really weird premise. You are a bubble, and you are in a kitchen sink trying to clean it up of grease and food crumbs and little ants. You can collect all of those. Various things will try to make your bubble pop. There are razor blades in the sink. There are brushes that move around. There are sponges. And there will occasionally be a roach that emerges from the drain, and all those can kill you. As you collect the things that you can collect, the crumbs, the ants, and the grease, your bubble will grow in size, and keep it up, and it will end up getting a mouth, and it'll be at its full size. When all the edible things are gone on the screen, then the sink will fill up with water. And if you do not have your mouth, you will die when you go into the drain. You will pop. So you need to have that mouth when the screen is cleared. And if you try to go into the drain when you're too small, you'll die. If you have your mouth, then the drain will flash, and it can be green. When it is green and you enter it, you will warp 2 stages. You will clear the stage you're in and then warp the next stage and go to the stage after it. There will occasionally be a cleaning lady that emerges from the drain. And if you collect her, then you might be able to use her broom power, and you can kill the roaches by touching them with the broom part. If you're big enough to have a mouth, you can bump the sponges and the brushes, and you get extra points if you bump them into the drain. The various, the cleaning lady and the brush and the sponge and the roach, they will all eat the crumbs and ants and grease. And again, if you don't have a mouth on your bubble, if it's not big enough to have a mouth, when you hear that sound, the roach is going to emerge. If you aren't big enough to have a mouth, there, I will use the warp. And the sink fills up with water, you will lose a life. And you have to start that level over. But you will be much bigger on your next life, which is nice. So yeah, listen for that bumping sound. That will indicate that a roach will come out. I'm dead. Yep, bubble too small. I don't care for this game. It's weird, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, but I can't really get into all the weird things about this game. Some of the technical aspects just don't feel right to me. But no matter the size of your bubble, touching a razor will kill you automatically. And there we go. Some people really consider this a classic. I can't get into this game. I don't really care for it. one thing that really annoys me is not always will you get the broom power of the cleaning lady. The longer the cleaning lady is out of the drain, the more points she will be worth. And oftentimes when you have a mouth and you touch the brush or the sponge and bump them, you will lose your mouth. This is almost a bonus kind of stage. It's so different from the others. But sometimes you will lose your mouth when you bump into the brush or sponge, and sometimes you don't. And again, sometimes you get the brush power or the broom power of the cleaning lady to kill the roaches with, and sometimes you don't. I don't get that at all. I think I'm screwed. Yep. I don't think that should happen. I think that's lame. But again, at least they make you big to start your next life. There, I bumped a brush, and again, you can bump the brush or the sponge into the drain to get extra points. Yeah, I saw this at numerous arcades, and I played it a little bit. I didn't think it was that great, and I still don't. But yeah, the roaches can eat. I'm just running around in circles. This is gonna kill me because I don't have my mouth. But I'm big enough to go right into the drain and warp right at the beginning of my next life. But yeah, because those enemies can eat those crumbs. Whoops. Because they can eat those crumbs, you can kind of be screwed when all the edible bits in the drain are gone, because you're not big enough. You let the enemies eat them, and then the drain will fill up and you'll die. But that's Bubbles by Williams in 1982. Some consider it a classic. I'm not a big fan of it. It's been seen on numerous Williams classics type collection games. But that was Bubbles, created by Williams in 1982, or more specifically John Kotlerick and Python Angelo. Well, this is Crazy Clown Radio saying thanks for watching Bubbles by Williams in 1982. I will catch you later in the future with another video. Y'all have a good one, everybody, and I will see you later. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.